Hey guys, what's going on? Thorchain is one of the biggest movers today. I think it's up just under 12%. So I figured this would be a good coin to take a look at. Now I'm currently on the weekly time frame. Ticker for this is RUNE, RUNE, and yeah, let's take a look. Actually, before I get into the details, a couple things. First, if you're not subscribed and you want to get notified when I release new videos, click subscribe, click the bell, click on all. If you click away without subscribing, you may have a hard time finding the channel again in the future just because it's relatively new. There's only around 1,000 subscribers or so, and because of that, I'm not really prioritized in the search algorithm. Also, if you want an exchange to trade Rune with no KYC, I put a link to one called BingX in the pinned comment and the description. And if you click that link, you'll see that they're offering some pretty good sign up bonuses right now. I think it's limited to the first 200 people that use it though. Basically, you can get about 150 USDT for pretty much free. I mean, like the minimum requirement to get the 150 is pretty easy to attain. Basically, you have to deposit. I think it's a couple $100s, and then doing that will get you 50 USDT as a bonus. And then once your trading reaches a total of 3,000. So that could be just 10 $300 trades. Then you're going to get credited with another 150 you can use to trade with. Also, I put a link to other exchanges that are also offering you guys sign up bonuses, but the other ones that are linked, they do require KYC, unlike BingX. So if you don't care, go for that. But if you want an exchange where they're not going to require you to submit any personal information, then BingX is probably the one you want to go with. Okay, so Rune. When I first looked at this coin, we had not broken out of this falling wedge yet. I think we were around here. And then I marked out these potential resistance levels, right? So the first resistance level that I marked out was obviously right here because that was based on this downsloping level of resistance. Now, we broke out of it. And actually, I think if I move this to a smaller time frame, I want to see if we did a retest once we broke out. Actually, we didn't. We broke out of this downsloping level of resistance without even doing a retest. So we had this impulsive move to the upside, and then we formed this kind of bullish triangle formation. And then, yeah, we broke out of that and came to the next resistance level that I had marked. And that's basically just this kind of like a red zone here. And actually the most important level within the zone is where I have this horizontal level of resistance marked, right? So I'm pretty sure I based this on the level for the weekly time frame. But before I switch back out to the weekly, I want to show you something. Look at this. So this level was serving as the resistance, but we broke out of it. And then look where we came back to retest. So we broke out, came back to retest it, and then yeah, we just had an impulsive move to the upside. Notice how the bodies on these three daily candles are all closing above this horizontal line. So this could be a successful resistance to support flip. So far this looks really good. Let me see something. I just noticed this is basically this looks like a bearish divergence. So you see how we have a high on the oscillator, then a lower high, and on the price we have a high, then a higher high. Yeah, this is showing signs of bearishness right now. I'm going to take a closer look at that in a little bit. First, I want to push this back out to the weekly. And here we go. Yeah, so this is the level that I based it on. If you want to draw this level on your chart, which I recommend you do if you want to trade Rune, just take a horizontal trend line and paste it at the top of these two candle bodies right here. Very, very significant level on the Rune chart, okay? Now, I showed you that on the daily time frame, it looked like we came back and did a retest, but we haven't done a retest on the weekly, and oftentimes that is the case. So keep that in mind with the bearish divergence. Let me see one other thing here. I'm going to take a Fibonacci and I'm going to run it from this peak right here, this swing high, down to the low. And yeah, okay, you'll see right now based off this pull, we are currently getting resistance at the 382 Fibonacci level, right? So maybe mark this on your chart. And right now, I would not enter a long until this 382 fib broke. But ultimately, I think the next level that we're going to visit is going to be up here. But of course, based on the fact that we're currently at a resistance level, and also based on the fact that we are showing some bearish divergence, which I just showed you based on these two oscillators in the price action. Yeah, once again, we have a high, then a lower high, a high, a lower high, price action high, higher high, bearish divergence forming right at this 382 Fibonacci resistance level. Now, personally, I'm not going to short this, but I'm not going to enter a long either. If that bearish divergence plays out and we pull back here to retest this level on the weekly, this is the level that I would ideally like to buy against. If we revisit this level at $1.92, that will give me an entry, and I can place my stop loss slightly below this horizontal line. Actually, I would place my stop loss below this box entirely, and then from there I would target up here at this 50, which also coincides with this, basically this target box that I had drawn for quite a while. And I had previously based this resistance region on the price action here. So you see it was support right here. It was support right here. We broke below it. And typically when you break below a long-term level of support, the price will come back, and it came back up to it to retest it. And this is where a lot of people came in with sell orders and they pushed it back down. So this was a support to resistance flip. And obviously if the price makes it back up here, you can anticipate that this level is going to serve as a pretty strong resistance. Now, we don't know when the price is going to make it back up, but if there happens to be a pullback in a period of consolidation before we make our way back up, it might come up to it around here, and then you just have extra confluence, right? Because you would have this key range that coincides with this downsloping level of resistance right here. So if it happens that the price takes a while to get up here, that's going to be an amazing short entry, right? Because you can enter a short, place your stop loss slightly above, and then target probably back around this range, because you'll be able to buy against this resistance and place your stop loss slightly above it. Now, that being said, bear in mind, I want to show you another chart. And here we have a falling wedge that broke out. And the target for this broken falling wedge is actually around the $7.40 region. And the way to get that is I just take a trend line and I measure the distance from the top of the wedge to the lower region. And then I project that from the breakout point. So if you do that, that takes us up to about $7.44. So we do have higher targets based on this, but as for like a shorter term trading, this is not the chart I'm using. I prefer to use this just because I have more levels that I can play against, right? So the target on the chart I just showed you kind of completely disregards this key level of resistance right here, and also this downsloping level of resistance that I can almost guarantee is going to bring in a lot of sellers, right, when the price comes up to it. But yeah, Thorchain overall, I mean, this is really good. We did get a lot of resistance coming in at this level that I had previously marked in an analysis video I did a couple months ago. And now, considering that we are putting in some bearish divergence, I would not be surprised if there was a pullback down to retest this level based on the weekly time frame. And then from there, maybe we make our way up to the next resistance region. And that's going to be this range between $3.11 up to $3.43. Actually, I want to see if we have confluence. I'm going to take another fib pull from the top down here to the bottom. So yeah, again, we are at the 382. Next level up is right within our target range here, and that's going to be $3.21. So if I get the opportunity to take a long on a potential pullback, this is going to be the level I'm targeting. I would actually front run it, so I would look to exit my position maybe just slightly over $3, so around $3.07, and then yeah, right here around $3.19, and that's basically the exact peak of this candle here. I anticipate a lot of sellers to step in right at this range, and also a lot of if there are people using bots to trade, if there are like algorithms running, a lot of the times they'll target the 50% Fibonacci retracement for a sell. Okay, so I think that pretty much wraps it up. Hopefully you found that helpful. Again, overall, this looks really good. Broken out of the falling wedge and just broken the first major level of resistance that I had marked. Now we're at the 382. So let's see how the price responds to this range. This 382 is $2.29. A daily, or even better, a weekly close above this level will be my personal cue. Mainly a weekly close above here will be my cue to perhaps long it up to the next region, at which point when it comes up here, I may look for a short opportunity with a very tight stop loss, right? Okay, hopefully you found that helpful. Once again, if you're not subscribed, click subscribe, click the bell, click on all. If you found the video helpful, click like. And if you want a place to trade Thorchain, well, I mean, Thorchain itself is an exchange, it's a DEX. But if you want to trade it on a centralized exchange with no KYC, check out the BingX exchange linked in the pinned comment in the description. And with that, as I mentioned, you can get 150 USDT quite easily, right? So that'll probably help if you're starting out with a low balance. Anyway, guys, take care. Have a good day. Bye.